What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are covering a question that I get asked often, and that's how can you get more Jagged Primocryst? Now, this is a free in-game currency that you can earn and not the cut Primocryst. The cut Primocryst is your like premium currency. You use real money to buy that. So both have different uses, right? So let's talk about kind of what you can use these things for. So for the Jagged Primocryst, you can use this for inventory space, stash space, revival tokens to reduce your XP lost on death. You have reset points you can purchase, and you have insight crystals, which are used to unlock pets. So all of those things can be purchased with Jagged Primocryst, which again is the in-game currency. Now everything else you see in the store, like additional heroes, outfits, things like that, those are going to be the cut Primocryst that you need to spend money to purchase. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so let's talk about all the different places we can get the Primocryst, because again, some of them are very in your face, like the 7-day login, which we'll talk about in a minute, but other ones are kind of buried a little bit. So let's talk about where we can find these things. So one, I just mentioned the 7-day login. So if you click up here on this little megaphone button, there's a ton of stuff out here. This is the event center. Most of this stuff doesn't really matter. It's just like announcements, you know, go to the boon to try to pull these things. That's great. But if you scroll down here, so one, you have past memories. So these will unlock as you reach level milestones. So you can see 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and all the way down to level 10. Now it doesn't give you a ton, right? It's 10 each, but still they add up over time, and a nice little bump is always welcomed. Then you have the 7-day login. Now there are multiple things you have out here. So you have Primocryst, you have reset points, you have this big cachet here where you're going to get an insight crystal, revival token, elixir of oblivion. You'll get one of those. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different stuff out here. So you want to make sure when you log in, you capitalize on the 7-day login. Now, the other thing is the season challenge. So as you go through, you're going to be able to unlock different things as part of the challenge. So here you can see 5 Netherrealm areas have reached time mark 7. So you can go and you'll unlock 70 Jagged Primocryst. There's a bunch of other stuff out here too that you want to make sure you go out and grab because there's some really neat stuff out here. So you can see a bunch of other stuff we have. And then we have Push for a Hero. So Push for a Hero is something, it's a long-term event. This started when the game entered open beta or early access, however you want to approach that. But out here, you have one hero reaches level 10, you get 200. You also get hero emblems out here, which are used to unlock new hero traits. These are something you want to hang on to and really kind of spin them on a hero you truly want, because once you get through Push for a Hero, these become a little bit harder to get. So level 30, you get 200. These are a one-time claim, so you can't claim these multiple times. So once this event starts and you start unlocking these things and you claim them, that's it. You can't go back each season and do another Push for a Hero. It doesn't work that way. And then you also have login for a free back accessory. Again, this is another long-term event where this is a one-time claim. So again, we have some Jagged Primocryst out here, as well as some other stuff like a rainbow trail, some outfits and things like that. So another good place to check. So now that we talked about 7-day login, we talked about some of the other things. Oh, another one is the social media. So this is one that I forgot. So social media will also give you Jagged Primocryst if you go and follow their YouTube, their Twitter, their Facebook account, join the Discord. So all of these things will give you Primocryst as well. So let's talk about some of the other places, right? That's everything out in the event center. Let's talk about some of the other stuff. So one, you have mail. So as things happen, so here you can see Vincent sent a piece of mail that contained 500 Jagged Primocryst. You have a survey you go and take, and you get 100 Jagged Primocryst. You have maintenance compensation. When the server maintenance has happened, you get 150 Jagged Primocryst. So make sure to go check your mail, because these things are not automatically opened and claimed. You have to go out here and claim them. And I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, so here we go. 351 days. So you have a while to come out here and claim them. So you might be sitting on a huge bank account of Jagged Primocryst, and you don't really know it yet. So that's mail, but there's quite a few other places. So one of the other places is your merits. So out here in your merits, you have Path of Achievements and you have Path of Progression. So out in Path of Achievements, really you can click on any of these. every single one of these things is going to give you Jagged Primocryst. And again, they're not a lot for each individual one, but over time, they're going to add up. And this is just, it's free. You're playing the game, you're unlocking things, you're doing things, you're completing achievements. You might as well go out and claim these things. So make sure to check your achievements. Path of progression is the same thing. So you can see here, go out, you'll have to complete these, click on them to complete them, you'll get a reward. And then along the bottom, as you progress and unlock more and more of these little boxes, you're going to progress this chart down here. And you can see I'm almost to 65. And at that point, I'll get another 100 Jagged Primocryst. So here's an example. It's another realm challenge. So here, challenge Plane Watcher 15 times. Click it, claim. I get a nice revival token, and it progresses this down here. So I got 20 Jagged Primocryst there. I got another 10 here. And then, let's see, there's nothing else. So that's all I have for now, and I'm almost to that 65. You can see down here, 53 of 66. So those are 2 additional places out in Merit where you can find Jagged Primocryst. Now let's talk about the next thing, and that's the Season Pass. So even if you're somebody who did not purchase the Premium Season Pass, you're still going to be able to unlock Jagged Primocryst. And this is something you should be visiting every day because 2 things. 1, out in your quests, you're going to have a quest that just says log in. And when you log in and you claim it, it's going to progress your Season Pass. It's very simple. You log in, you click it. Now, obviously, there's other things out here. Like, here's my daily quest. Defeat 10 magic monsters, defeat 5 map bosses, acquire 10 flame residues, and all of these things. Here's your login to the game. And all of these things you can go do. They give you points. As you get more points, you're going to be able to progress your Season Pass and unlock Jagged Primocryst, as well as other things. I mean, you have hero emblems. You have tax vouchers. So these are very important, especially if you play the AH a lot. You want to make sure that you get tax-free claims. Then you also have things like these little chests up here, right? So you get extra revival tokens, elixirs of oblivion, which are reset points, and additional Jagged Primocryst. So there's a bunch of stuff you can get out here, and you want to make sure you go and check this thing as often as you can. Now, there's 2 other things, 2 other places that are guaranteed to give you something. One is the help menu. Where's the help menu? Here it is. One thing I hate about games is when you have to go and click manually on every single help block. Like, it'll pop up like this one. Okay, when your life reaches 0, you die. And it's like, I get it, but they want you to go out, click it, acknowledge it, all of that fun stuff. So Torchlight kind of gives you a little bit more incentive to go click on all of these. As you click on each one, the first time, and it has the little exclamation point, you're going to get, I think, like 5 or 10 Primocryst for doing that. So every single one of these gives you a few Primocryst, and it's worth it, right? You only have to do it one time, and yes, I know it takes a little bit to go through and click on all these, but additionally, it's going to give you a bunch of stuff. So you want to make sure you go and do that. Now, the last place that we have additional Primocryst, as well as some additional stuff, is out in the shop. Now, each day you're going to have this little pack, and it's going to have this little exclamation point. And you're like, okay, why am I out here? All this stuff, like, costs money. I'm not a fan. What is all that about? If you go all the way to the right, there is a free Void Sea gift. It refreshes daily. It only gives you 5 Primocrysts, but it also gives you an Oblivion point, which is a reset point, for free. So it's literally free. It takes 1 click and you get this stuff. So claim it, get your things, and then move on. And you can do that every single day. And that's something that I didn't know for a few days into the season, because I thought it was just an exclamation point. You know, one of those things that's like, okay, come out here, make sure you look at this stuff. That way, you know, maybe we'll incentivize you to buy it. But that's not the case. There's actually a free thing out here that you can go and claim. So with all of that being said, those are all of the different places that you can get Jagged Primocryst. And again, we'll head out to this shop and we'll take a look at the shop, the boon, and we'll take a look. So these insight crystals, these are used to acquire those pack spirits. These ones cost 1,600 Jagged Primocryst in order to do a 10 pull, right? So you want to make sure you get a lot of these Jagged Primocryst. That way you have a better chance at pulling pets that you need, and Obviously, that speaks for itself. So anything that uses these insight crystals is going to pull from these Jagged Primocryst. So Anchor Action, Pack Spirit Boon, Appearance Boon will not. These are fantasy crystals. These are going to cost actual Primocryst, cut Primocryst. So let's keep going down. There's another one, I believe. Old Friendship gives you a free draw each day if you want to check that out. But yeah, these insight crystals here. So again, Jagged Primocryst. So anything that has these little purple ones as well will also be Jagged Primocryst. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful for finding some extra Jagged Primocryst. That way you can go make pet pulls, purchase extra stash, inventory space, all of that fun stuff. And let me know in the comment section below what you think so far about Torchlight Infinite. Is it one of those games you guys want to play and see more of? Are you having fun with it? Is it one that you've avoided so far? Let me know in the comment section below. But as always, this has been Vulkan, and I'll talk to you guys next time.